Hey, sports fans, it's Larry Eder. This is RunBlogRun and your favorite program, Socialing the Distance, your favorite section, the Epilogue, where I get to rant. Okay, how do I say this? I just had my second interview with Grant Holloway in a year, or actually in 3 or 4 months, and Grant is one of the finest competitors I have ever interviewed. How good is he in 35 years of interviews? Number one is Emil Zatopek. Number two is Haile Gebrselassie. I got 6 hours with Haile, 9 hours with Emil, and I just did 40 minutes with Grant. Grant not only gets it, he thrives on it. And it's kind of the thing like there are famous basketball coaches and famous football coaches and famous baseball coaches and famous track coaches that will tell you about getting into the now. Grant not only gets it, but he does it. At the Olympic trials, he went 13-11 and he looked smooth, and it was about 102 degrees. And the next day he comes back and he drops a 12:81. The world record is 12:80. When Aries Merritt ran 12:80 back in 2012, the race before that he had been DQ'd. And he told me later that it kind of helped him focus. What Grant is showing you in the way that he puts things together with his coach and with his team is that he's focused on being as close to perfection as he can. And it's not a game. It's not BS. It's not hype. He has confidence and a healthy confidence. And he can take on Orlando Ortega. He can take on Sergey Shivenkov. He can take on Devon Allen. He can take on anyone. I am sad to say that he will not have Omar McLeod in the race. And that's not Grant's fault or Omar's fault. That's the Jamaican Federations, and they screwed up that one completely. But that's another time we'll talk about that. What we have here with Grant is an example of one of the finest athletes, if not the finest, in this generation. I think he's a lot of fun to interview. He's amazing to watch race. He's amazing to analyze his race. And it's amazing to kind of soak in his aura and what's going on, because it's a complete picture. I've met his parents, solid family. He knows he's loved. He knows he's supported. He's got a coach-athlete relationship, advisor coach. He's got teammates. He's got people who make sure that he doesn't buy his own BS, okay? But that bubble is what's helping him. This last 15 months of training has taken him to be able to take down one of the immortals, Colin Jackson's record. Colin was an amazing hurdler. He's also a fine announcer, too. I love listening to him on BBC and listening to his analysis. But that was a big deal. And he will get Aries Merritt's record. That'll be a big deal, too. The hurdle, the 110 hurdles, the sprint hurdles, the women's 100 hurdles, the 110 hurdles, the sprint 60s are some of the most precise events in our sport. Precision is key. And Ronaldo Nehemiah told me one time that it's all about having control and letting up control. And I'm fascinated with watching hurdlers. And I've been fascinated with watching Grant since he's come around. He's had good races. He's had bad races. He's had in between. But he seems like he's on that roll right now. He's put himself in the right place, not only physically, but mentally. And that's what's really key. In the next 15 days, I think we're going to see history being made in Tokyo. And I believe that by August 6th, we'll see Grant with a gold medal around his neck. And we'll see if they let him run a relay, too. I think he could be fun on that as well. But his interviews are always a lot of fun. There were a couple of classic moments today. I asked him who the top 4 hurdlers are at this time, and he said Grant Holloway, G. Holloway, Stanley Grant Holloway, and there's another name in there, and I was just cracking up. But it's a perfect gift for clip. We'll have it up. You'll see it. You may see that before you even see the interview. But a tremendous interview today, and we thank Grant for taking the time before he goes to Tokyo. This is Larry Eder with your favorite program, Socialing the Distance. This is the epilogue of Socialing the Distance. Stay safe. Get vaccinated. Okay? Take care.